Welcome back to my channel, Crafting with Nordy. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this cute little book set with these little pocket dividers. The stock that I used for this set is from the Paper Studio. It's True Blue. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and they should still have it because I just got that recently. Okay, but for the video, the stock that I'm using for this video is, grab it. It's the Paper Studio Rose Faith Meadow, and I just got this one also. Okay, and so to get started, what we're gonna need is 7 sheets of 6x6 cardstock, some paper for our book. So I'm gonna do 10 sheets for each book, and I'm doing 3 books. So you'll need about 30 sheets of paper, some paper clips, a scoring bone, scissors, a ruler, a stapler, some glue, and a pencil, and then I'll be using this Recollections corner and notch punch. Okay, so to get started, we're going to do the books first. Okay, set these aside. And we're just going to score these in half at 3 inches. And for my books, if it's not directional paper, I try to go with the grain direction of the paper. But if it is directional, I'm just going to go with the direction of the pattern instead of the grain for this one. I'm going to get my sheets I need. And I am going to score these, but I'll speed through it in the video so you guys don't have to watch me score 30 sheets of paper. Or I'll just come right back. Okay, I've had to restart this video several times already because I had this stapler set, and it wasn't set right. I had it set right, but it must have moved while we were moving things around. So when I went to go staple, I didn't double check, and my staples weren't the best. So we're gonna try this again. I have the other books done. They're just pressing right now. So I'm gonna just do this one for the video while those ones are pressing. Okay, this is the stapler I'm using. The name brand came off. I'll figure out which one it is because I don't want to say the name wrong. But you pinch the sides here, and it allows you to measure, and for the depth, that way you can measure in the middle of your book. So hopefully this is set right now. I might do a little check just to see if I need to adjust. I can go back ever so slightly. Okay. If the paper isn't perfectly straight, you know, you might get little changes in depth. Okay, set that aside. I'm gonna use a hammer just to press down these staples a little bit. Now we're gonna fold it right on our score. If I were to just fold it over and start folding, it doesn't always fold on the score. So I gotta pinch it first. Like I said, I got the other ones pressing, so at the end of the video, I'll have them trimmed and corner rounded and whatnot. So, okay, but that's how I'm doing the books. And the next thing we're gonna move on to is the pocket dividers. Okay, so for our pocket divider, our back piece, the length is gonna stay 6 inches tall, but the width is going to be 5 1/4, okay? And then we're gonna take 2 pieces and cut them down to each 3 inches by 6 inches, okay? And then the bottom piece, or the front piece, sorry, is gonna be cut at 4 5/8 inches tall, okay? So we're gonna cut this one down to 4 5/8. Let's see. And save that piece. Okay, so our front piece is 6 inches by 4 5/8. Our 2 middle pieces are 3 inches by 6, and our back piece is 6 5 1/4, okay? So the 3 front pieces, we're gonna score. The 2 smaller pieces, we're gonna score on each short side at 5/8, or 5/16, sorry, 5/16. Okay, and this is our front piece, okay? We are gonna score it at 5/16 on 3 sides, okay? The 2 sides and then the bottom. I need this to close. And then we're just gonna cut these corners off. Okay. And then we're gonna take the 2 middle pieces. We're gonna come right like halfway down. And then we're gonna cut within the score line, on the inside of the score line. That. Okay. Like a little blouse. Okay. And now we're going to get our, whoops, wrong one, sorry. Our corner punch and notch punch. Just making sure that's still recording. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this score line, we're going to line it up on the outside of this punch right here. Okay. That and do the same to the other side. We're going to line that score line with the outside of this punch, just like that. And we're going to do it with all 3 front pieces. And then with the back piece, we're just gonna do the corners. So we're only gonna come in halfway. We're just gonna line it up halfway in here. So we're not gonna go all the way, just halfway to get a decorative corner. Now we can fold on all our scores. Double check that that's going to fit within my score lines. So with the back piece, you're going to do decorative side down. Let me see which one I want first. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take out this notch, this tab right here. So just line up to the very bottom of that little notch. Just like that. That fan gets so loud. Can't see this one. Okay. I think I want to do it this. I want to do it like this. Go with this one. So I'm gonna glue these tabs to the front of this back piece, and we're gonna line up our corners like that. Okay. I have to stand up because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, just line up your corners. Press those down. Make sure you don't have any glue out, squeeze out in the inside, because you don't want it to glue shut. Okay. I think I want to give myself roughly about 3/4 of an inch of spacing. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. Now you can do full sheets if you want to. I did on the original one, but I decided to do these shorter pieces for the pockets and the inside. Then I can make more. And they still divide everything just fine. But if you want full pockets, like where it goes all the way down, it's still gonna go all the way down. It's just, these are just short in the inside. Okay. Make sure I don't have any squeeze out in there. Now, these ones glued in the front, okay? I might put a little bit more glue in there. These ones glued in the front. This one's gonna wrap around. Make sure I can fold over. Make sure the spacing's still gonna look okay. Okay. I want to make sure I'm within my score lines. If you need to trim off a little bit more, you can do that, but I'm just gonna leave it. not a lot to work with the smaller 6x6s, so these little tabs that we made, you don't get very much, so I would not tape these, I would glue them because it's not very much hanging over. And the glue dries clear. I'm not worried about it. I had a different color I was doing in the front before, but with the darker paper, just got to be a little bit more careful with the glue. But this has a lot of like blotchiness in the background, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Okay, so there's that pocket done. And then we will get our books and fit them inside and then do the final part, okay? Here's our books. This was the one I made on camera, so it's not been pressed like the other ones have. This was the other one I had pressed, but it didn't staple right. And I need to trim off a little bit more, but either way. Okay. Okay, we'll sort these out. I guess like that. Like that. Do like that. Back one in, the front one in. So line them up so I don't mess up the bottom here. Put my middle one in. Okay. That. So if you don't want to use a lot of plastic in your packaging, the little pockets help. Okay. I like to put the front one in first because it's a little harder to put in once the middle one is in there. I don't like the staples showing. Let's see, this one looks a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the staples, like when it messes up on a fold like that. I don't like or on a staple, when the staples don't hit the crease where I want it. Okay, so those are in there like that. And I have some paper clips. I don't know which, I want the blue one, I want the pink, yellow or white. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my staple, or my, what is this? What is this? What are these called? My brain's not working. What is this called? I keep calling it a staple. Paper clip. No, thank you. You didn't help me. Okay. So I just got some jewelry pliers that I'm going to use. What is wrong with this? I'm telling you, something every time. So I'm just gonna curve the end a little bit. Just a little bit. Looks like skis, like a little ski. Okay, so now I'm gonna curve the other end. So I didn't curve it that much, as you can see. It's gonna be the bottom part. And so, which way do I want this to go? I may have done this the wrong way already. I want the top part though to go a little bit more. I may have done it too much. See if our pencil fits. Okay, pencil fits. This one, do a little bit more. It's the top. This one's the bottom. Just a little bit. Don't want this to be sticking out too much. So can do that. And then do that. A little pencil. Now I had full-size pencils, and so I had my husband cut this one down for me so that it'll fit, but you can always get those little golf pencils. But I can't find any that are the hexagon. They're all the rounded ones. And so if you do a paper clip pencil holder, I don't know if the round golf pencils will fit, because they might be a little bit bigger. I'm not really sure. I might have to order some just to see, but super cute. And it's simple. And you can just use the ones that don't have the coating on them if you don't want to see any of the little marks from the pliers. Let's see how this one looks. I feel like this one's a little wonky. I just got these from Dollar Tree, like a pack of them. They had other little sets though, but I think the ones that were in the sets I was looking at were smaller paper clips. This one's a little wonky. But you could see how it fits in there. Real simple. That's what I did on this one also. So it fits just right in there. And you get a bunch of them, but it's a nice little added touch for your set. And then I put the little string on it and just did the tie in the corner. Got it all tangled up now. But I like the fabric the texture on this set. It's really nice. It's that woven texture. I don't know if you guys can see that in the light, but it's nice. I like how it feels. It's soft. But I'll take those out. You guys can see that these were the half pockets also. Where did I do the full pocket one? Where is my... Okay, I was my prototype. I was messing around with my prototype. So that one's full pocket all the way down. They're still fully usable, but it was kind of bulky. It still feels okay, but it was kind of bulky. I didn't wrap them over the top two because it looks like that and it wouldn't look good. And then the back one being different from the front, it just didn't look good. So I decided to match the back with the front so that it had a cleaner look. And then the two pockets in the inside, like we said, we folded the tabs in and glued them down, you know, just all for a cleaner look, and you still get the full pocket in these ones. And so the piece that we had left over, I think it's like a 1 inch by 6 inch piece that we cut off the bottom of the first piece. Let me put this all back on. I'm gonna do something with that as well, so we don't have too many scraps left over. So that was this piece right here, and it's a little over 1 inch by 6 inches, so maybe 1.125 inches. I'm just gonna cut that down to 3 inches. Okay. And then I'm going to score it at 1.5 inches. Fold that. Same thing. That'll do. Okay, so we're just gonna notch out the corners, round them out. Okay, and then I just had a sheet of a magnet sheet, and I just used my round hole punch, and so I'm just gonna put that on. They're not the strongest magnets, but like I said, you get the idea. Oops. Can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Good enough. And they're adhesive on the back. Stick to me. Use this. I can get it to line up. It was lining up before. Okay. So we got a little magnet also. You can use a stronger magnet. I just used whatever I had. Okay. Trying to make it look nice and neat. So you can always use that little extra piece as a magnet. Use a stronger magnet though, but you get the gist. It's really cute. It's just not gonna like me today. There it goes. Either way, take it out. Looks super cute. Cute little set. Little pencil holder. And like I said, if you don't want to use, if you're trying to get away from using a lot more plastic, this is a cute little package idea as well. Plus, it's a usable package. Once they have it, they can take the books out, use them wherever they like. And they got a pocket that they can put in a book if they want to. Let's see, and you can fit it in here. Big enough. This book is, how big is this book? It's around about 8 inches. Let's see, by like 5 3/4 by 8 inches. So the pocket, it's usable. It's not just for packaging and display. They can use it. I think it's adorable. I think it came out cute. And then I just wrapped it with string on that other one, but I mean, you don't even need to wrap it because it's already cute. Already got all the pretty decorative paper on the outside. And if this is too busy for you, just mix it up with some solid color stock. And then these patterns will pop a little bit more and that might look really pretty. But I think they came out cute. This one's my favorite though. I like the colors. They're soft, they're cute. I like the patterns on these ones, but together it might be a little bit busy. But I think it's still really cute. So, I don't know, it's just another little idea. Hope you guys give this one a try. It's really cute. Everything's usable. So once they get it, there's nothing that they have to take off and throw away. Even if you wrap it with the string, the string's reusable and you know, they can use it for something. So we don't have a ton of waste after doing this one. I mean, very little. We turned the biggest scrap piece we had into 2 magnets. And all that's left is just kind of the little cutoffs that are not really usable for the whole thing. So that's our scraps left over. So not bad. And I mean, these come with a lot of, how many come in here? 60 sheets, 20 designs, 60 sheets, 3 of each. And so this one, 2 of the same design for the front and back, and then the half sheets for the middle, and then obviously the full 6x6 sheets for the book covers. So it's pretty simple. Once you get in the groove of making it, I know in the video it seems like it's kind of long, and you know, that's just because I'm trying to show you every little step. But once you get it down and you start making these, you'll just start cutting all your pieces. Everything will just kind of, you'll have your steps. Everything will just be in order, and then you'll just start slapping them all together. And they really don't take that long once you get in the groove of it. It doesn't really take that long. I also wanted to show you guys, you can do a single pocket one. This was like one of my first ones, so it's not right here. This should be even with that one, but either way, you can do a single pocket. I did a couple of them that I was playing around with, and the books will still fit inside the single pocket. I think I have a different set over here. Grab it. Okay, so what I also wanted to show you guys was, let's see, a single pocket. So 3 pockets, single pocket, whatever you want to do. Obviously the single pockets will go much quicker. And those ones we wrap around all the way around. You do it the exact same way, just without the 2 in the middle. And it's still a cute little idea. Everything still fits in there. They get the 3 books, the pencil, a pencil holder, and then the pocket. Like I said, they can reuse it in a journal. You just gotta tape it, double-sided tape on the back, or glue it down to it, but everything is usable, so there's nothing to really like throw away, so that's good. So there you have it. A few little ideas that you can do. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it was clear, and I was kind of rushing through it and I messed up a few times, and so hopefully it comes across like clear and smooth for you. But yeah, if you don't want to spend too much time making the pockets, definitely a single pocket will still work, and you can knock a bunch of those out. And the books don't take long to make either, so everything is pretty quick once you start getting in the groove of it all. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to all my subscribers and new subscribers. Welcome. And that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.